Trust is the foundation of any trade union. But what happens when that trust called into question? Today, the National Union of Workers in the Automotive Industry of Malaysia, or NUAM, which represent workers in Proton Holding Berhad, is facing serious crisis of confidence. A recent audit report has revealed several discrepancies in the union financial, raising concern among its members. Although no final conclusion has been reached, the findings were significant enough to prompt the union top leadership to convene a special executive meeting. The purpose of this meeting is not to assign blame, but to address issue of accountability, transparency, and to restore the integrity and trust that members place in their union.
Thank you for attending this special meeting at a very short notice. We are gathered today, of course, because of the identification of discrepancies in NUAM's financial account during a routine review. Just to be clear, this meeting is not about assigning blame or making any premature accusation between us. It is about accountability, transparency, and ensuring that the trust placed in this union by Proton worker is fully respected. Every member here has a responsibility to contribute constructively to this meeting. So as you may, Mr. Red.
Thank you, Mr. President. Internal review reveals that there are inconsistency in these two records where expenditure and also supporting document for over past 2 quarters. While no has conclusion been reached, this discrepancy raised governance concern that must be addressed to protect our members' trust.
Mr. Vice President, as the internal independent auditor, our audit did not identify clear fraud at this stage. However, weaknesses were found in documentation, approved process, and internal control. This gap creates room misunderstanding and mistrust, even if no wrongdoing has been proven yet.
I am really sorry, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, legal advisors, and everybody involved in this meeting. I am really sorry that it is due to my incompetent behavior for our fund management in this union. We have set up this meeting. I will take full responsibility and accountability towards the lack of proper documentation, and I am willing to bear the full consequences or any actions that will be taken against me after this meeting due to all of my mistakes. However, not just that, I am also willing to cooperate and willing to implement everything that has been discussed or will be discussed in this meeting. So I hope we can work this out and fix everything.
Let me suggest some alternative solution for this. I won't deny that members are concerned, but they also value fairness. One option that I could think about is, of course, to strengthen reporting requirements without removing anyone from office, as long as accountability improves from our company.
Yes, I agree. And another option I could think of is temporary limitations of financial authority combined with an independent audit. This protects the union legally while respecting the due process we have.
But, Mr. Achib, in my opinion, a better approach is for us to establish a finance oversight committee that requires us a dual secretary for all major expenditures that are going forward in the future for our union.
From my perspective, we could identify that our first option could maintain our sustainability, but may not fully restore our trust. While the second option, it may improve our accountability, but it would slow down our operation. And the last one is strengthen the long-term governance, but it may require structural changes. The key to the option we choose is, of course, to balance our fairness, transparency, and also sustainability in our unit.
After a long discussion, I think we have agreed to adopt the third option, one supported by the second element.
So I will here declare that this to be effective immediately. For the first one is a finance oversight committee will be formed within 14 days. And secondly, all unions payment will be required a dual authorization. And the last one, a monthly financial summaries will be shared with members in our union.
Thank you everyone for the inputs. However, I have something to say. I would like to thank you guys for all of the recommendations and everything. And I will fully commit with every suggestions and recommendations. On the side note, I will also commit towards the oversight committee in overseeing every expenditures, everything related to our funds in this union.
This decision reflects who we are as a union. We are fair, united, and accountability. By strengthening the governance, we can protect our workers. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for your time. Let's end our meeting.